Um, Unleash the beast. Let's see what this is. The pain was too much. You resign into your fate. You take one last sobering look at Hensley, your face twisted with pity. The radical self acceptance. You whisper, Hensley, I'm sorry. You unclench. Girl, you could have let it out in sections. She just let it out. Boy, if this saying ain't the truest thing that you could ever adopt in your life. Hello and welcome to Don't Shite Where You Eat. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I play a lot of games. I play a variety of games. If you ever want me to play something, please don't hesitate to ask me. Get your butt over here. Now, you guys will hear an alarm go off in about 3 minutes. And that is simply because it is telling me that I need to upload. I am recording this while the world is quiet because the world gets pretty freaking loud. So, if you're down to read this, subscribe, all this other stuff. Are you ready to hear me read it? Y'all don't be reading. I bet y'all don't be reading. I just be listening to me. I could sit here and not read a single word on the screen, and y'all probably be like, yeah, we're listening. We're listening. Yeah, you're listening. You're not reading it. Anyways, let's get started. Like, comment, and subscribe. We got that out of the way. How are you guys doing today? Are you doing okay? Feeling okay? You can put it in the comment section. I'll respond back. I'm having an okay day. A lot of pain in my stomach, but it's a new month, so we know what happens to women. Let's go ahead and get started. Don't shite where you eat. And if people who don't know what that saying means, it's like, if you work somewhere, don't date and all that stuff at your job. If you go to school at a certain place, or like you go to school, church with this person, kind of don't date there. People use it for a lot of things. Okay. Because also, if you don't work outside your house, don't work from outside your house, excuse me. It's a lot of things that this narrative this saying fits, because it's so true. If you work outside your house, then you risk combative customers coming to your house and causing problems, like people who braid hair outside of houses, people who sell candy outside their houses, people who are trying to get their business going. There's my alarm. That's saying, if you don't know what don't shite where you eat, then you didn't grow up poor. Because even the stuff like my family wasn't involved in, you see it happening around you. I'm uploading while I'm talking, by the way. You see it happening around you, so you kind of you get it. Sorry, I was reading something, but yeah. Let me finish uploading, and then all my attention will be on this game. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I just got done uploading. Sorry. Hope you enjoy the video. This was the motto you held onto for years. And because of that, you were spared the tears, drama, and headache of office romance. Tell me about it. I will share a sexy time story with y'all, but y'all can't judge me, okay? Me and a ex did the nasty at work, and he was my boss in some ways. He wasn't like the head of some company or anything. When I worked in the medical field, he was one of the head nurses, and I was a nurse in training, so technically he was my boss, kind of thing. And I called him in the room to help somebody, and he kept trying stuff in the room with said person, and I stopped him, went to the break room because I was mad about it, and he charmed me, and it happened. But oh, you were so bored. As the days blurred together in your cold, apathetic cubicle, you begin to wonder, was this all worth it? What is your name? My name is Voyia. Oh God, this is loud in my ear at least. I'm gonna go ahead and tone that down a little bit. All right. The seafood restaurant was as busy as ever. Romantic tunes floated in the air as folks and glasses gently clinked. Oh, isn't that sweet? Polite chatter and the dimly lit light candles filled the room. The restaurant's atmosphere made it attractive for normal gatherings, after parties and couples. None of which are the reason you are here now. Oh, well, hello, cutie pie. Aren't you a cutie pie? Instead, you sitting across from Hensley. Ugh. I just want y'all to think about the things that you name your children, okay? Please. My visual novel girls, my book talk girls, all of you. That, like, I want y'all to think about the names that y'all name your kid, because no girl's gonna ever want to moan out Hensley. He better have a nickname or something. The coworker you spent copious amounts of effort trying to avoid. It was supposed to be a fleeting crush, a reason for you to keep going through the monotonous, dreary corporate life. I always thought that I wanted to be like a cubicle girly. This makes me change my mind if this is what it looks like. Just boring, long days. When you found yourself spiraling over his smile, gestures, and messages, you realized this became more than you bargained for. Your other coworkers bailed on you. The empty chair served as a harrowing reminder of your situation. So, what did Cole say? He said he needed to water his dog. Hensley just shrugged. Looks like it's just you and me then. Just me and him, like a date. Focus. It's just an after-work outing, not a date. Hensley picked up the menu and began skimming over it for options. After he flips through the few pages, he glances towards you and smiles. So, what do you want for dinner? None of this. Ew, clam chowder, raw oysters, lobster risotto. Is lobster risotto good? Someone tell me. I want you. What happens if we just say, I want you? Let me save. Okay, now I'm gonna say, I want you. Hensley, mid-sip, nearly dropped the glass in his hand. Come again? Show him how much of a freak you really are. This is my type of game. Hensley, get up on this tape right now. Did I stutter? I said, I want you. You notice Hensley shifting in his seat uncomfortably. But, oh, no. You were not done yet. The feverish passion that burned in your chest implored you to spill every, oh my God, excruciating detail on your obsession with him. No, scratch that. I don't want you. I need you. I need you like I need air. I need you like how fish need water. I need you like the sun rises after a blizzard, like peanut butter on peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what else I need? Your hand in marriage. I'd be happy to be your anything. I'm sorry, not your, I would say your everything, but that would have been better. I would be happy to be your anything, your wife, your husband. Hell, even the gum under your shoe. Okay, we're not this freaky. If it means I can stick with you for the rest of my life. You are my love, my Shayla, my pookie wookie bear. I know we've only known each other for 9 months, but I feel like I've known you before the Big Bang could ever be. Before an erection could sorry. This is hard to read because this is unrealistic, and it's funny because imagine yourself being in a restaurant and you hear a girl saying this, and you look at the guy and the guy's face look like this. Before an electron could atom, You are what love poems mull about, what Greek statues were carved for. I would wage war. What? Climb mountains and traverse treacherous lands, treacherous lands, if it meant having you by my side. Do you love me as well? Do you yearn for me the way I yearned for your touch, your caress, with every fiber of my being? Oh, God. This is when you get up and run. If not, then tell me what I can do. I will be whatever you want me to be. Your errand runner, your pet? I will bark, meow, oink, collar yours with one hand and, oh my God, with one hand and your hand, and hand you the leash with the other. Just say the word. You kept going on and on until you were wheezing and gasping for air. By the end of your unhinged ramble, you felt lighter, like a huge weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. It seems like holding back a deliberating crush for nearly a year had quite an impact on you. He looks so scared. He's getting redder. Look at his face. He blinked at you, flabbergasted and unable to speak. You could tell his mind left to a different dimension than where his body resided. As his lips shuddered, he managed to squeak out a few words. I think I need to go. Walk my plant. Before you know it, Hensley collapsed onto the floor. No, is he on the floor? Okay, they didn't show it. His face steamy red. Oh my God, Hensley? Frantically, you called an ambulance. Hensley's unconscious body was quickly moved to ER. Jesus. The doctor said Hensley fever reached to unprecedented levels, and that it was a miracle his brain had melted by then. While you were initially concerned for his well-being, something about the fact that he literally melted because of you filled your sick little heart with glee. Jesus. That is, until you realize you still don't know if Hensley liked you back. I guess you won't know until he wakes up someday, if he ever does. We killed Hensley. Bad end. He couldn't match your freak and sent him to the hospital. Let's go back in. Okay, now that we're done laughing at our freak being unmatched, I guess we'll get the lobster. Lobster. That does sound good. Hensley decided on lobster risotto. Let's keep it calm today, huh? Let's hide our freakiness. But let's also acknowledge that this is why they tell you don't tell them how freaky you are on the first time meeting, because this is what will happen. You'll melt this man's brain if you tell him. After you both placed your orders, you both continue to sit in silence. You could feel Hensley looking at you expectantly, like he was waiting for you to break the silence. Anxiety balls up in your stomach. Quick, say something. Safe. Comment on the weather. Nah, I'm not a comment on the weather type of person. Compliment his fashion. Talk about the sports game last night. My character probably doesn't know nothing about sports. Compliment his fashion. I like your shirt. Oh, thanks. It's same black shirt I was wearing yesterday. And the day before yesterday. And the day before yesterday's yesterday. Okay, Hensley, but we never told you that we like it, okay? So now you know that we like it. You find yourself hoping he was talking about 3 different shirts. You know, now that my character said that, did you wear the exact same shirt, or do you have multiple black shirts? Because I have multiple black shirts, and I've been accused but once before, like at jobs and stuff, or going out with people. They'd be like, "Dang, you wear the same clothes every day." I'm like, no, I get a feel for a certain fabric, and I just want to wear that fabric. I like your shirts too. You should wear that color more often. Suits you. Aw, you and Hensley exchanged glances silently. Then Hensley burst into laughter. You found yourself laughing alongside him. The way you started that conversation was so bad that it somehow melted the ice between the two of you. As the laughter died down, the two of you felt relaxed enough to have a more socially adjust conversation. So, how have you been, Voya? I feel like I've just seen you around, but we haven't actually sat down and talked for so long. You flinched with guilt. You knew you couldn't answer that question honestly. So, you searched your mind for an excuse as your thoughts started to scramble in panic. Sorry about that. Just been busy with new clients and all. Technically, it wasn't a lie, but actually, you dove into work to avoid thinking about or interacting with Hensley. But he doesn't need to know that. Hensley smiled half-heartedly. Yeah, I've asked around about it. Saw you running around like crazy, and I got worried. Hensley, don't get worried about me. Worry about yourself, because apparently my character, this voyeur inside the game, wants you bad. She is crazy about you, buddy. I think there's also 3 endings about this game. I'm gonna try to get all 3. You feel your cheeks heat up involuntarily. He's worried? About me? As soon as the thought crossed your mind, you stopped it in its tracks. You weren't delulu enough to think Hensley could actually like you back. He searches in your eyes for a moment, caught in between contemplation and hesitation. He speaks. If you don't mind me asking, why did you take on more work? Weren't you threatening to quit for this exact reason like a few weeks ago? You sucked your breath in. Thankfully, you had rehearsed answers, locked and loaded. I was strapped for cash. How else was I going to fund my crippling lafufu addiction? Let me tell y'all, I absolutely adore lafufus. And if you know what a lafufu is, I absolutely adore them. But I've noticed that they're starting to get a reputation like, oh, girls that like lafufus are psychotic book talkers. I'm not gonna deny those allegations, but I'm not gonna confirm them either. He stares in disbelief. Voya, I've known you for almost a year. Not that I claim to know everything about you, but I also happen to have basic pattern recognition. I feel like you're running away from something, like emotionally, if you catch my drift. Uh-oh. It's the excessive blind box gambling, workaholism, general emotional avoidance. Okay. He really does pay attention, I guess. You froze. The feeling of, oh shite, he noticed, steamrolled your mind. You wonder, where'd you slip? Was it when you conveniently had a meeting every time he asked to hang? Or when you kept sticking your nose into your laptop whenever he wanted to talk to you? Or, I know that's not any of my business to pry into. It's just that you haven't been answering any of my texts or calls. Oh, you used to end your emails with warm regards. Now it's just regards. Oh, he might have, hold on, you guys. Hensley might have a crush on us too. We might need to get with Hensley. Hold on. Hensley deflates in his seat. Sorry, I realize I put you on the spot. The food arrives. The server enthusiastically announced the food while blissfully unaware at the delicate atmosphere they just shattered. You get your lobster risotto served enticingly on a fancy ornate plate. Maybe it was the stress or your usual emotional avoidance tactics, but you violently scarf your whole thing down while Hensley sadly nibbled on his food. You're full, and full with dread now that you can't use food to avoid a conversation. You feel the recently digested contents churn anxiously. It was time. You knew you couldn't keep denying this. Not to yourself, not to Hensley. Your heart flutters with determination. You open your mouth before you could think. The truth is, Hensley, I've always but the second you laid your eyes on him, the second you realized what you were doing, your still resolve melted like aluminum foil in a volcano. A bubbling, burning, sizzling, scary, anxious, terrifying, dizzy, nausea-inducing, stomach-churning volcano? Your stomach whines with a dull ache. Oh, frick. It was the seafood and the nerves. Hensley looks at you with more concern than usual. Voyia, are you okay? You're looking a little pale. You clutch your stomach. Hold on, let me make sure this isn't too loud for you guys. Because it's not supposed to be loud, but I'm going to go to preference real quick and turn down the music just a little more. The music is kind of going crazy. And a little bit of that, too. For me, I don't know if it's like loud for y'all. I hope it's not too loud. You clutch your stomach. Beads of cold sweat ran down from your forehead. No, wait. You wince through the pain. Hensley, I have to tell you something. You had to say it. Your gut told you that if you didn't say it now, you'll never have the courage to face him again. And you never will face him again, because let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna poo. You better get it together, girl, because you're about to poo your pants in front of this man, and then you'll never be able to talk to him again. You will avoid him for the rest of your life. No matter if he be like, hey, it's cool, it happens to people, you will avoid him, because I'm the type of person that is very accepting. I'm a very accepting, very reasonable person, and I can say that confidently about myself, because there are things that have been told to me that I'm like, okay, I mean, it's fine. Who am I to judge? My life isn't perfect. Type of person. I'm just a dorky weirdo that plays video games online for other people who like dorky weirdos, I guess. But my thing is that for us right now, this situation that we're in, this little whole thing, we're gonna have to tell him. If we don't tell him now, then when will we tell him? And it sucks, because if I was her, I would have been like, give me a second, Hensley, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I would go wrap the toilet seat and then sit on the toilet seat, because I know people be sitting on those public toilet seats without any coverings. Please cover the toilet seats. You never know what happens in public, and people are crazy. I would wrap the toilet seats, sit on the toilet seat, and wait till something happens. At least if you get the first part out, then the second part will be easier when you get home. But you can at least get that first part out, because some people got a real sensitivity to lobster. But yeah, let's keep going and see if she does it. You had to say it. Oh, no, we already read that. Your stomach growls again, threatening this time. Unleash the beast. No, I must say. Unleash the beast. Let's see what this is. The pain was too much. You resign into your fate. You take one last sobering look at Hensley, your face twisted with pity. The radical self-acceptance. You whisper, Hensley, I'm sorry. You unclench. Girl, you could have let it out in sections. She just let it out. A searing pulpy lava violently erupts from within. It floods between your cracks, soaks through the fabric, pulls onto a once luxurious chair. The once luxurious chair, and cascades onto the floor like a waterfall. I would have been like, sorry, took off running. I would have took off running. I'd rather poo on the way there than poo in front of him. Took a few seconds, an unmistakable stench, and the warm, wet feeling at your feet for Hensley to comprehend a lick of what was happening. Wait, is it just me or... Oh God, oh my God, it's warm. And from you? How? Why? Is there so much? Oh frick, my shoes, my socks, my pants. It's on me. 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 Oh, shite. Indeed. And he wasn't the only one. Oh, my God. As tonight's dinner continues to paint the carpet's floor a brownish hue, reactions ripple alongside it. It goes from, do you smell that, to, why is the carpet sticky, to, ah, to a defeated, I can't, I can taste it in my food. I would have left. Never see him again. And you just sit there in the century of an evacuating restaurant. I was gonna say volcano. An evacuating restaurant. Like you're the eye of the shite storm. You wake up in a cold sweat. Did you pass out? It was that dream again. You sigh in shame and relief. This was the funniest ending I've gotten. While dreams don't fully reflect reality, it definitely reflected how haunted you were by the memory. Hensley still reaches out to you after, but it didn't matter. You hid away, never speaking to him again. It's been 10 years since then. You've worked on your fitness, mental health, built a fulfilling career. Okay, I mean, that's not a bad thing. You even fixed your bowel movements. That ain't bad, though. That's not a bad ending, though. But your love life was drier than your cracked lips, and sometimes you wonder, what if you choose differently? To go poo? Bad end. Did you read the title? Laughing my butt off. This game is so freaking hilarious. I love every bit of this. Let's go back in. Instead of unleashing the beast, let's dial it back a little bit. No, I mustn't. Not when I'm this close. You, with all your inner strength you had remaining, clenched your cheeks like your life depended on it. You knew if there was anything you were good at, it was holding it in. You held in your feelings for nearly a year. Surely you can hold it in for a few minutes. The sharp pain makes your vision flash white. You almost enter a state of nirvana from the way... I can't take this game seriously. I'm trying to. I promise I'm trying to take it serious. I'm trying to get through it and read without laughing. It is so hard. You almost enter a state of nirvana of the way you oscillate in and out of consciousness. Hensley slowly reaches for his phone to call an ambulance. You swat his phone away like an evil toddler. It ricochets onto the carpet floor. I said I had something to say. Hensley worryingly creases further. Worry increases further into his forehead. Either at your determination or your insanity. It doesn't matter. At this point, you feel high on adrenaline. The demons are knocking on your back door, and you have only one mission left on your mind. Oh God, he got closer. That was kind of scary. With your aching, tender body, you cling onto his sleeve with ragged desperation. He nearly jolts, but leans in to listen instead. You look, but you don't just look at him. You drill your eyes into his, etching your very soul into this moment. The way I would be sweating, I'd be sweating bullets right now. The pain brings out a different side of you. You speak like a crazed, senile man croaking his final words. I like you. You bolt to the bathroom. I can't. I can't take this game. If you play this game and you try to take it seriously and you can read this game, you can read this without laughing and like get through a sentence without like cracking up. Kudos to you, but I'm just a goofball. This is funny. Cause I could just imagine if I saw this, I'd be like, oh yeah, you got the toots, don't you? Go ahead, go to the bathroom, girl. Like I would help her. If I was one of the waitresses there, I would help her. I'd be like, she's trying so hard to get this man to know that she likes her. The young lady said that she'll be back in just a minute. She had an emergency. She felt a little nauseous. So she's in the bathroom. Like I wouldn't tell them like, oh yeah, she's got the shites. I'd be like, yeah, she's in the bathroom. She felt a little nauseous and she didn't want to ruin you guys' like date or like ruin you guys' moment here. So she wanted to get something off her stomach for a while. Okay. All right. And I would bring him a cake out. I'm like, compliment from the woman. She said, please enjoy the cake. Or his favorite dessert. And I'd be like, Jesus. Oh, man. Or I would go in there and be like, hey, you need anything? I can run to the store and get you something. I can go in the kitchen and get you something or something. I usually keep medicine anyway around me because I could get nauseous or whatever at any moment. It was one of the most embarrassing moments of your life, but a part of you felt like it could have been worse. Hensley never lived that moment down. Hey, remember when you almost shat your pants on our first date? Aha, yeah, hilarious. You'd pout, maybe ignore him for a brief moment. But something about the way he looked at you with an unwavering affection made it hard to stay mad. Good end. You did what the title told you to do. Good job. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making it. This was hilarious. Let me see if the thingy tells me how many endings. It does not. So I think it's only 3 endings anyway. I think I got them all. So let me go and do a quick looky look before the game crashes or freaks out or something like that. Real quick, like let's see 3 bad ends, very dumb endings, one good ending, also very dumb ending. Yeah, I think it said 3 bad, very dumb ending, and 1 good. So I think there's another ending somewhere because we only got 2 bad endings technically. Let me go back in and see if I clicked on everything. So I remembered this part, like, no, this is a bad idea, to recommend me a dish because we told him that we wanted him and he kind of freaked out. Nice save, voyia. That could have been an HR disaster. Oh. Hensley was visibly thrown off for a split second, but he managed to compose himself within seconds, as if nothing had happened. I'd say go for lobster risotto. I heard it's their signature dish. No, we saw what the lobster did to us, and the fact that it didn't tear his stomach up, but it tore our stomach up on our first date, basically. You nodded, face flushed with embarrassment. You didn't know what overcame you in that moment. It was like you were possessed by voyia. I'm the horny dog on your shoulder. How you doing? Hensley decided on lobster risotto after you both placed your orders. You both continued to sit in silence. So let me see if it changes or anything, but I'm going to skip past this. What if we say nothing to him? Let's not talk about sports. Let's talk about nothing, huh? Let's just sit in silence. He just keeps smiling. Uh-oh. You chose to remain silent throughout the whole date, even though you had 3 other dialogue options to choose from. Hensley tried to initiate a conversation, but it was no use. You gaped at him wide-eyed. Your head was vacant of thoughts or intelligence. So he gave up. You two ate your food in silence, paid the bill in silence, and coordinated the ride back home in silence. You do realize that this is a dating game, right? Not a mime role play. Shame on you. Bad end. Actions speak louder than words, but you didn't get any action or speak words. Okay, that was the 3 bad endings. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. I hope you guys had a fantastic time with Don't Shite Where You Eat. I had to stretch that eat out. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Don't eat the lobster. Don't eat any seafood on the first date, or clam chowder. Like, all that stuff, like, is just so bad. If you want to go delicate or something, it should be like, my stomach was a little messed up, so I'm just gonna get a salad and maybe a side of chicken tenders or something, or maybe a side of something. Don't go too crazy on your first date, people. Come on. That's rule number 1. They've been saying that since the 90s. I think. I don't know. I wasn't dating in the 90s. I was a kid. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Bye-bye.